Okay, so this session will be recorded and we will send it to all of you, okay, later on. So go back here. So under administration, we will talk about the authorization simplification and the features that are included in the version, from importing from Excel, approval enhancement, settings, the multi-branch data ownership, license update, and the HTML-based online help. Under sales, we have a new big feature, which is a return request. Okay, on purchase on sales. We have the CRM simplification, and we have the price list and gross price redesign. As well, we have in the production, we have added the routing. SAP has added the routing. For financial management, there is a big change in the chart of account for 9.3. So if you are on 9.2, you will find a lot of changes regarding the finance. And in the project management, if you are using this module as well, there is some additional enhancement on the project management, and SAP is continuing to enhance this project management tool from version to version, make it bigger and bigger. So under administration, we have the first thing that we want to talk about, which is authorization simplification. We have added the user group. Okay, now each user can have a user group, plus you can identify if you want to copy settings now to a group of user or to a specific user, and you can have a group of user only for authorization or form settings. So you go to Business One and you go under administration, so authorization or group as usual. So we have the user group under general, okay, and here you can identify all the group. For example, I have the finance group, and I can put all the users, okay, that are under this group, okay, and I can put here all the group type. So we have the alerts, we have the form settings, we have the user interface configure template. So for each group, you can have different group type as well, and as well we can have the active from active. So you can create a group of users and you can give access to a user for specific authorization for specific period of time. Okay, so this can be helpful if you have somebody on leave and you want to give his access to another user for specific time. You can do it from here, from the active to active from. Actually, a lot of our customers were asking for that. And under user as well, we go to the user settings. Okay, we have as well here the copy from settings that we can, form settings that we can assign a. So if you have any settings done for a specific user, okay, you can assign this settings to now a group of users. Okay, and that group of users as well can be assigned specifically to a user. So you can assign that this is a user. Okay, the same option can be done from the other screen or from the screen specifically per user. Okay, so this is regarding the authorization. Another option which we were waiting for it, which is the approval procedure enhancement. In 9.2, there was no, or in previous version in SAP, when you have the approval, okay, we were finding difficult because if the document is approved, we cannot change it anymore. Okay, and you have to cancel this document and create another document. So, for example, I will give you an example that we were facing with our customer. But for example, you have made a PO, it went for approval, send it to your supplier, and your supplier told you to change it because there's something wrong with that, with the price, with the item. So you have to change this PO. Before you cannot do it, you have to cancel this PO and redo it, and it will go for approval again. Now in 9.3, you can update any type of data that you want, and the system will, and it will go for another approval. It will go to the same approval that you have specified. So the system initialization under general settings. Okay, in the BP tab, now you can enable the updating the document by approval, and there's two options, one for the draft document and one for the already generated document. Okay, and when you are setting up your approval and you go to the approval template as well, you can activate this option active when updating. So in the approval template, you can activate as well this option, but you have to activate it from the system installation from the general settings. Okay, and we have added something here in the approval decision report, in the approval status report. So here, okay, now it's easier to identify the documents, and because here in the document number you might have different same document number for everyone, now we have as well added the draft key where you can identify the different documents, okay, together, which is the internal number for each draft, which will be saved as well in the data. Or you can track all the approval, okay, by draft now. So if I go to this 43, it's the document 504. Okay, and you can see what is the draft key for that. Again, so this is as well a feature that is included in 9.3. Another option that we were facing as well in previous version, and we're asking SAP about it, that you cannot do it like this. Sometimes you want to give access, for example, to recurring transaction, or you want to change the color or the font for a specific user, and you ended up to change it for all users. What SAP introduced in 9.3, we call it here my settings, my personal settings. So before, if you want, for example, to give a recurring, the user to see all the recurring transaction, so you had to go to general settings, okay, and go to display, and go to services and give the, okay, perform data check, display recurring posting, okay, give it to the user, remove the access. So it was a big work around to do this. Now in the 9.3, if you go to the personal settings, okay, the user you can do it directly from the user. Of course, there's a authorization on this, what you want to give. So if you go to service, now you can perform, the user can just click on that I want to see display recurring posting on execution, update the message minute that he wants. Even he can put his own skin style, the color, the language, the font, okay, from the user itself. So this is which will enhance the usability for all users, and they can change their own settings in the system. Okay. Please, if you have any question, let me know and just write it down on the chat box, and we will answer it. Everything is fine till now, I think, because I don't have any question. Third option that we have added as well, SAP added in the version 9.3. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm not talking to myself. So importing from Excel. Okay, now you can import journal entries before and batch and serial number, and there is some authorization as well who can do that. Before you can order, you can just import it business partner, items, price list, and business partner. We can import the journal entry, which will be helpful as well when you are importing your opening balance, or you have a big for example, at the end of the month, you want to import the payroll entry. Okay, it's a big entry, so you can do it. You can do the template and importing it. So if you go here to administration under data import export, and you have data import and import from Excel, you can go to journal entry and you specify the template that you want. So my first record is the header series, posting date, due date, document date. So you can specify here how you want the Excel and then save it as a template and importing, okay, into the journal entry. Or you can go directly to the journal entry, okay, and you will have as well this option down here in the import from Excel. So you can as well import it directly from, okay, from the journal entry screen itself. As well, you can use it when you are importing your opening balance. So if I go to GL opening balance as well, I can use the same feature, import from Excel. Okay, it's available as well here. So you have different options to use this feature, either in journal entry or in the journal entry, or from the menu, from the utility, from the administration, or from the opening balance. As well, you can import sometimes if you are using serial and batches, especially serial numbers in the system, and you have your supplier sending you many items that you want to import to the serial, you can do it directly from the PRPO. Import this serial number directly to SAP using the Excel, the same here. So you just have to import from Excel, and the system will import them, okay, using the templates that you will create. Okay, change log cleanup. So if you have a big database, and you have many changes on the log file, you know that SAP track all the changes internally in the database, and you don't need any more this information. Now you can clear this log, okay, all the log files. So if you go to, for example, business partner master data, you change any of the data. For example, this is demo customer, and I want to put here a foreign name called Tony. So the system will automatically track these changes from tools and changelog. Okay, so you have here all the difference, all the changes that was done to the system, and this is a old feature from SAP. But now they have introduced, sometimes if you have data from 5 to 6 years, okay, this changelog can be big. So now you can clean this. Okay, from utility, you can clean this log file, and you can choose, okay, where you want to clean it and from which date to which date. So I want to clean it up till 01/01/2019. Okay, and I put the remark, okay, and I click execute, so the system will directly delete it. But always, when you want to use this feature, it's better to take a backup, okay, before executing and cleaning the database. And you should always check here if it is important to you to delete it or not, because the system will inform you what is the size of these log files. So if the log file is not that big, it's recommended to keep it. It will not slow down the system. So this is regarding the log file. And of course, there's an authorization as well. Who can do this option? Who can execute? Who can run the job for the log file? Quick copy. Now you have a new option as well, which is as well very important for us, because it was before. If you were working on version 2008, you could be able to copy from company to company. But in 9.0, 9.1, this option was not available. And just copy from file to file. Okay, now, because previously it was an add-on called Copy Express, and it was available. When SAP embedded this option in 9.0, they removed this copy between companies. But now in 9.3, it's back. So if I go to implementation task, go to my data management, copy between data company. Now you can copy from company to company all the options that you want. And in addition, they have added an important as well feature, which is allow company copying when multiple connection to the database. So even if a user is connected, you can now do this. Previously in SAP, you cannot. You have everybody should be logged out from the system in order to do this option, even from copy file to copy from file. But now copy to company to any source of data or target, you can just click on allow company, and the system, even if there is user connected, the system will be able to copy the data, the target company. So as well, there are a lot of new feature as well regarding all localization, which is available in all localization. Now the data ownership will support more type. So if I go to my administration and go to my general setting, if you are using the data ownership, so here when you are activating the data ownership, now you have it was only document, and now you have it as business partner only, or business partner and document. So the sales employee, if is related to one business partner, he can only see that business partner and specific document. So this is a new feature as well, and for the data ownership. As well, this data ownership will be available as well for the multi-branch. It was not supporting multi-branch, so if you are activating the multi-branch option, the data ownership, you cannot activate it. Now it's there. So let's go to sales and purchase and service. For the sales, purchase and service, now, the main feature that is added to the system, which is the return material agreement. So, or return request. So it is available on both sides. It is available in sales and in purchase. So you can request from your supplier, a return. So if you accept it, and you will make it as a return. Before we had to save it as draft or went for approval. Now there is a different screen just to request this material. And same for the sales. So if the customer is requesting this material, you can just create, the salesman can create a return request, and it will go for approval, and then you transform it to a credit note or to a return in the system. So this is a pre-step, before doing the return in the system. So, and this option as well, they have added multiple option for it. So it is available under sales, purchases, and under services, and the reporting were updated as well to include the return request. So if I go to the system and go to sales, so there's a new screen called return request. So I can make a return request here. Just select the customer. So I click. I select here the item that I want. And so I can as well put this new option as well, which is the return reason and the return action. What do you want to do? So if you can make them mandatory, in the system. And so if you have a return request, what is the reason for that? And here you can define your own list. So affected, wrong delivery. So you can have your own list. So I am saying here it's affected, and it's a return, or it's a replace or repair. And as well here for the return action, you can have your own list. And you can always use the notification procedure or Boyum activate this one. And here as well, for me, for example, as well, I created a return warehouse, to better have it better tracking on all the return requests that I have. So I click on add, and now this return request is saved. what will happen if I go to this item and go to inventory data? Okay, I can see that in my return warehouse, I have additional order, my availability, and in stock I have one because I had already one in my stock in this warehouse. So in my order there is one. And when you create the return, okay, so this in stock will increase. Of course, when as well you are creating a new return request. Let me just go to this return request as well is available in the service call. So for example, if a customer called you, he has a defective item, you can directly create a service call for it. So we go for microchip, okay, click add, don't have any valid contract for this. So I have just to put the subject, item. So I'm just saving the service call. And now if I go to related document, call details and add a new document. Now I can add a return request, okay, directly from my service call. Click OK. So for microchip, he wants to return this item A002 from my zero from my 07 warehouse, and the reason is defective. Always as well, you can copy from delivery and AR invoice. So if it is this return is related to specific delivery or an invoice, you can as well do it directly from here. So this is my return request. Okay, and I click on add, update, okay, and update. So now I have my return request, okay, available in this document at the service call, and it will go for approval. So in the approval as well, so if I go to my approval process, my template, this return request is available as well. So you can do a approval on the request and the return request. And now, well, if I go to item list, okay, I can track as well all my return requests, okay, from here. So I have all my return requests open, ones that are not yet returned to my warehouse, they are still open. So this is regarding the return request, and as I told you, this is on both sides. So it is on AR side and the AP side. So you can as well do it for your supplier. So another option that were added as well, the sales and purchase document, which is the gross price. So now it has been redesigned for the gross price. So you can specify if this business partner price mode is gross price or net price. Okay. So if you want to include the taxes, the price, you can include it, and you can specify in the price mode if it's included or not. And this gross price mode, you can see it on the AR document and in the price list. So if I go to my business partner, master data, now you can put for this customer, okay, the price mode gross or net, which price list is using. And in the price list as well, you can choose, okay, the net or gross price. So if I go to my price list, you can specify directly. If I go to my price list here, you can specify that if this price list is using gross price or net price. Okay, so you can see it from here, and you can go and see it, okay, and put the option. I want to use the gross price or the net price. Okay, and when you enable this option, you can always use and see, okay, in the sales document or the purchase document, that, okay, when you are selecting customer, okay, by default, the system will show you which is the default price mode for this customer. Is it a net or gross? So the system will pick up directly, okay, this information, and it will be better for the user to see what price mode I'm using for this. Okay, for the CRM, there's no new feature. There's a new menu, okay, where where all the options related to the CRM now are under this option. So, for example, if you want to before you want to create a lead, you have to go to the business partner screen. If you want to create an activity, you have to go to the business partner menu. So now all these options are categorized under one new module called CRM, which include all these sorry, all these features. So we have the campaign, opportunity, sales quotation, sales order, but there's no new feature related to the CRM. It's just how the categorization for these, or putting all the functions related to the CRM all together. The only one that is a feature that is you will benefit from, so when you are putting activity, making activity screen in SAP. So if I make right click and click new activity, what you can do, instead of assigning a task or an activity to a user, now you can assign it as well to a list of users, and you can create this list. So I want to this user, and this user, or to a specific employee, or if you have it already, save it here. You can save this reception list and choose it, okay, by default. So this activity can be assigned to different users at the same time. And once you create this activity, all the user will have this notification and answer this activity or make a follow-up on this activity. So you can see all the handle by for this activity and all the report related to this activity. For the blanket agreement as well, there's a small enhancement where you can specify a default exchange rate. So if you have a default exchange rate, so you set it with your customer or your supplier, okay, you can put it here and it will be taking the workflow to all the documents related to this blanket agreement. So you can here put directly the blanket agreement. You can put a reference number, which as well will flow on all documents. And the payment terms, you can now specify it, okay, in the blanket agreement. Another option as well, you can see the cumulative committed quantity. Before, you can only see the real quantity. You cannot see if you are creating a sales order, the system will not show you the cumulative committed quantity. So if you have, for example, a blanket agreement for 10 for planned quantity 100, okay, now if you make a sales order for 10, the system will show you what is the cumulative, which is 10 quantity. Sir, any question? No, there's no question. Okay, and this in the authorization or in the document settings, okay, there's a new option where you can specify if you have a blanket agreement with your supplier, what do you want to do if you are exceeding the amount or the quantity. Do you want to block the posting or remove the post, or continue without a warning, or just a warning that you are exceeding the quantity that you have already assigned as in the planned quantity. As well here, a new option for enabling the updating of unit price of the planned quantity, and even if it is saved and approved, you can still update the unit price on the blanket agreement, which was well requested for other for different clients. Okay, I knew important. So if I want to change anything in the payment terms now, I can see that it will be as only applied only for the new business partner. And in the electronic document, it is available as well in as a new web service in the B1I app, but I don't think anyone is using it in the region for the electronic document right now. Okay, under finance, okay, a lot of feature has been done. So if you, as I told you, if you're using already 9.3 or your implementation was done on 9.3, you will not find this difference. But if you're using 9.2, you will find it very helpful for this feature. So now under chart of account, okay, I have 10 levels. So I can see here all the levels. Before it was only 5 levels. So you can now create account up to 10 levels if needed. Okay. So I can see all the accounts as a filtering or as a reporting wise only level 4, level 6. So I can make the filtering from here. And there is 2 new drawer as well on chart of account, which is specifically for you guys. Okay, and you can edit and include them in the trial balance or the balance sheet. So I can edit this number 9 and put it here and change the name, whatever I want, to whatever I want as a new drawer, and you can include it into profit and loss or balance sheet drawers. So this is a new helpful feature. New as well feature were added as well. In the profit and loss account, we have a new feature called primary closing account. When you do your closing in the system, so if I go to and I want to make the period end closing, okay, I can choose here the period end closing account. So if you want to choose another account by account, so you can do it directly from the chart of account now. So for example, 64030, instead of going to the closing account 123, it will go to 156. So you can create it from here. And when you are doing this period end closing, you can choose this primary closing account automatically from here. And as well, account. Okay, a new feature as well was added in the chart of account. Okay, if I go to account details, okay, you can put here a account balance allowed. So if you have a petty cash, you cannot go below 0. Okay, or you can put from and to. So both options are available. And in the general settings, okay, you can just lock if you don't want the user to exceed the validate. And there's an option as well without warning only, block posting, same as any feature in SAP whenever you have a blocking. Okay, and it can be done at the level of the authorization. Okay, another option as well in the chart of account, as I told you, there's a lot of changes. You have some remark template which can be done on the level of the account. So I want to make a new template. So I want to put, for example, cash, which is my default, for example, remark for this account, come for every transaction for X, Y, Z. So this is my template. So whenever now I make entry on this account, this template will come. Okay, and another option now as well related to the remark under administration, system initialization, and under documents. So this is the validity for the balance outside the range. And in the per document, if I go to journal entry, okay, now you can make the mandatory remarks at the header level or on the row level or both, and you can put a warning. So if there's no remark, the system will ask you, okay, that there's no remark. Do you want to save the changes? Yes or no? Sorry about that. So, sure. Uh, about scenario, we talk about accounting, not talk about it. A new feature, which is as well uh, was asked by different customer of us. Uh, if you know that you have plenty of UDFs, for example, the item master data, you might be creating, for example, some categories. And sometimes you need to do the GL account determination, not only on the item level, but you have to go to the category level. Okay. Now, if you go to the GL account determination, so if I go to the GL account determination criteria, okay, we have 5 new criteria that you can choose. So these are all the UDFs that you can choose from. It can be at the level of the item, the marketing document, or the business partner. So you can choose up to 5 new dimension to do your account determination. So for example, I can use the subfamily, okay, and make it active. So if I click on update, now if I go to my GL account determination, and go to advanced. So I have new category for my where I can do the account determination of my UDF. So the system will take this account determination from the UDF itself. It's on the item level, business partner level, whatever you are choosing in the marketing document. Okay, and setting the marketing. Payment engine, not talk about it. Let's go to the project management now. A new feature for the project management, okay, which is you can see a project overview. So if you have a project, uh, new project, project here, my project, okay. So if I have all these projects, I can make right click now and check if you have sub project for this project, you can see the whole project itself in one shot. So you don't have to create or check the report to see that. Another option, which is the timesheet as well report, which is added as well on the screen. So here under project, you can enter your timesheet and it is related to an activity under this project. And now you can see as well under this project, the timesheet report related to this project, specific project. So the system will show you all the timesheet related to this project. And a new feature as well was added on this one, which is a billing generation mode. So if I go to my right click and go to my billing generation wizard, click on update here. So right click and billing generation wizard. Okay, now you can bill, okay, all the related document, all the open AR or open AP document, okay, quotation order directly from the screen. So you don't have to go to the sales order screen and do it one by one. So there is a wizard where you can directly invoice all the sales order related to this phases this project. So you can choose a project name, sub-project name, a specific stage, okay. So the system will pick up everything related in the sales orders based on the source type that you have chosen here, okay. So right click as well. As I told you, you have the project overview. You can see all the projects, start date. So you can just print it, export it to Excel, and you can as well see the progress for each one. Another as well option, you go to the summary here, okay, which is the Gantt chart. Now you can see your Gantt chart, okay, directly in SAP, okay, in this view. And of course, you can change the date, zoom it, okay, to check it directly here. Later on in 10.0, or I think in later version, don't know the exact date yet, you might be able to manipulate this data and change the date directly from here, okay, and put the dependencies on that. Under production, now we have added, okay, in the production module, now you can put your routing. So if you go to bill of material, okay, your bill of material, now you click on add, or let me just choose an existing one. So I want to choose this one. Now, if you can see, I have my routing stage, which the first one is picking, assembly, and QA. And here you can choose your own routing stage, okay, and you can create your routing directly from here, okay. So if you have different routing in one production order, you can put them. And what will happen now if I go to my production order and choose this item, okay, the routing will come automatically. So let me just click add here and click on release. And here I can make now right click, okay, and I can choose that. So if I click on right click and click on issue component, you can choose that I want just to issue component for picking now, okay, for this route sequence, and the system will just do the issue component for the, okay. And okay, before you had to create some like semi-finished product and semi-finished product to achieve this, okay, because you don't want to issue material in one shot. So now you can do it directly by the routing, okay, by the routing option in SAP. No question? Guys, I don't know if you are new joining, so if you have any question, just write it down in the chat box, okay, because all of you are muted, okay, I cannot hear you. So if you have anything, just please just write it in the chat box. Okay, another as well option that is added in the production. Now you can do a pick and pack for production as well. So if I go to inventory, stock management, and go to my pick and pack menu, pick and pack. Now it's called pick and pack and production manager. So if I want to see production orders, okay, you can select it by priority. This is a new option. There's no feature in that, and you can just start the picking process for your production orders. So if you have a production order that wants to pick some material from your warehouse, you can do it directly from here, release it and pick, which is the same process for your delivery orders and sales orders to be delivered. But you can do it for the production as well. For the unit, for the inventory model, we have as well now you can view your batches based on the inventory UM, okay, instead of seeing it only on the sales UM and UM. Dropship warehouses, you can choose it as a template bill of material. I don't think it's relevant for any of our customers. And in case you are using it, you can under business intelligence, which is available, as I told you from the beginning, available only for HANA. there's a new analytical report where you can have Excel reporting, crystal reports that are available on the web version. You can see it from the portal. You can schedule this report to be sent to any platform. So if I go to my portal, analytical portal here, okay, this is available as well in the HANA version of SAP. So we have, for example, here multi-dimension scenario. I want to see, for example, my management accounting report. I go to financial analysis transaction. I'm sorry, I have to log in again. Let me go to the version. So this is my analytical version. I have favorite report and I have report scheduling. This is all my reports right now. So I want to see my management report. I click on financial analysis report, click on run. Okay, and the report will be printed. Instead of logging into Business One and see the report, for example, if I'm a manager, I don't want to log in and search for this report. I just have this screen where I can see only the screen, the report that I can see and I am interested in. The report I can export to Excel, I can print it, I can load it, whatever, and plus I can schedule it. So I can schedule this one on, I can have the format on Excel, PDF, HTML, okay, and trigger, and you can set how you want to see it every week, every month, every day, okay, and you can put to who you should send this report and CC someone if you want. So all this report can be as well scheduled. Now, of course, you have to do some setup, okay, on the SBO mailer side, but it's a normal setup for everyone. Okay. A new cockpit as well template is available. Now you can, if you have SAP Business One HANA version, okay, now you can see the template and load the template that you want. So if I am in finance, okay, and I'm interested in to see all these dashboards that are not related to finance, okay, so the system, you can create a template for finance and see the only template related to the finance. Same for other, you can create your own even cockpit and create your own template and send this template for different users. Okay. Extendability. In the document settings now, or in the general settings, you can specify a mailer or SMTP server for each company. So if you have multiple companies with different mail SMTP server, okay. Can you still hear me, guys? Yes? Just write down that if you can hear me or not. Somebody write down in the chat box if you can hear me, please. Okay, I got it from Rami. Thank you, Rami. So, so this is a new option. Before it was available at the level of the server. So all the companies will have the same SMTP server. Now if you go to Business One under administration and go to system initialization and go to general settings, you can go and okay, you can enable the company specific mailer, okay, from this one. And of course, if you're working, I don't know if you know this option as well, I will show it to you. This is for the SMTP server, you can specify it here. Plus, if you have a different country, okay, you can specify the company time, okay, automatically from here. So if you manage company time at the level of the company, you can say that this company is not on GMT plus 4, but in, for example, route time. So you can know the exact time whenever you are doing an entry. Instead of taking the server time, it will take the company time. Specify here. So I will click payload, and now the payload is daylight saving automatically set as well. So this is as well a new feature in SAP for the SM. Again, in the query manager user interface enhancement, I know that a lot of our customer has a big list of queries where they use it for either approval or for formatted search, for alert, and they had a problem to search for this kind of stuff. So if you have a big list, for example, here in the general under analysis system, and you want to search for something, so if I want, for example, to open here the system now, you can make directly a filtering and search for the specific query name. So if you have a big list now, you can just categorize or do the filtering automatically from here. So if I want, for example, if I have something, give it to me, for example, invoice. Okay, it will give me everything that has a invoice in the name. This is more related to the development. I will not go into this, okay, because this is not our topic right now. And as a life cycle management, okay, there's two new feature as well I want to talk to you about. First, you can register your all the Windows machine under the SLD, okay, and you can install or upgrade Business One component directly from the SLD. So if you register all these PC on the SLD in your server, and you put the repository where you will put all the files of SAP upgrade files, okay, you can do the upgrade automatically, okay, from this machine. Of course, you should have a domain, and this is only available, I think, in HANA. A very important thing that you can as well benefit from, okay, which is reporting, and this is a very nice feature, okay, that you can benefit from, especially if you have a support with Procons and you want to record the session or send all the information later on for SAP, you can do it directly. So if you go to help now, support, sorry, let me go here, help, support desk, what is it? Yes, sorry, it's here. So if I go to support desk, I can directly report a problem. I can search for a problem if I have a saved before, or I can put report new. So I can put a new recording and put, for example, record bug. Click on record. I want to include as well the system information. And I think system will automatically put everything in one file if you want to send it to us if we requested this. Okay, so I can make a record, and here's the system. So you can show the error, whatever you want, click OK, and then finish, and the system will save this recording. Okay, and you can put a title, you can put the attachment, send it by email, and save it in the folder. Now you can see this recording, okay, available as well in this folder, and you can send to SAP or to us all these recording session, okay, and you can manage everything from here. So this is from help, again, support desk, okay, and report a problem. Okay, remote support platform, it's already, most of you are using it, and just wanted to double check with you all that you should have this remote support platform because it can help you with with the administration job of SAP. So you can automatically schedule your backup, you can delete your older backup, all the services. There's plenty of tasks that SAP recommend sometimes to be checked. So available under remote support platform, which come automatically with SAP. So if you want to activate the report support platform, you have as well two benefits. On top of having the support and healthiness of your database, you have a report that will come on this remote support platform. You can have as well a support user, which doesn't require a license. So if somebody wants to do some supports, you can give him access to the support user. It will be activated, but you cannot activate this support user if you don't have remote support platform used. And there is as well should report this we call it, I don't know what is the name, but there's a report that come from this tool, that should be sent to SAP to check the health of SAP. So you are not sending the database, just the consistency of the database, and you have to send it and upload it to SAP portal to use. And if you do that every 2 weeks, you can use the support user of SAP. And of course, the support user will be used only for support, not as a normal user. Okay? So, any question that related to this 9.3? This is almost everything related to 9.3, but there is as well a new feature that I wanted to show you, which is not in the presentation right now. And this is available in the latest release of SAP, not only in 9.3, but in 9.3 PL10, which is now when you create a new company, you have a new localization, which is the MENA localization, which is Central MENA, AE, UAE, Lebanon, Oman, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. And when you choose this one, you can have your base language as Arabic, and the chart of account, you can have a default one for the MENA region. So for me, I created already here a database for the MENA region. So when you create a new data, you cannot shift from localization to another localization, guys. Unfortunately, not available in SAP. This is only if you create a region. And this is available only in SAP. And if you go to the chart of account, you can see the chart of account all in Arabic. Which is sometimes better in some region like Saudi. They want to see all these options in Arabic. Plus, all the reports as well are in Arabic, so you can see the trial balance. Go to my profit and loss statement, for example. I can see, all the report in Arabic, and I can print as well the reports in Arabic. So everything can be in Arabic, or you can choose between two languages, even in the MENA region. You can choose the Arabic version or the English version. Both are available, and this is available. And plus other localization settings that will be added later on, for the MENA region. Any question for now?
Hi, Tony. Mohammed Said speaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mohammed. How are you?
First, I would like to thank you for this webinar and this wonderful information. Secondly, I would like to brainstorming a challenge that I'm facing right now over SAP Business One. We are currently using release 9.3, patch number 4. Lately, we face a problem and our database is SQL, Microsoft SQL 2016. Lately, we face some challenge concerning the update of Windows and the conflict with the application SAP Business One over the server layer and over the client layer. After research, I found that the recommendation from SAP to migrate from Microsoft SQL to SAP for HANA. What is your recommendation concerning this challenge? Shall we migrate to HANA to fix the problem of update of Windows Server and Windows over the client? What do you think?
Okay, for look, we had some customers that we did the transformation, okay, from SQL to HANA. Okay.
Yeah.
There are some challenges, especially you have to transform all your query. If you have a lot of queries that you did on your environment in SQL, so you have to transform one by one. Okay.
Yeah.
Ahmad, and another one you have to think about if you want to do the transformation from SQL to HANA is the notification procedures, the reporting. So my recommendation, if you want to do this move, okay, you have to do a big test, okay, for your data when you do this move. This is one. And if you want to stay in SQL, even if SAP recommends that, please send me an email. Okay.
Yes.
I can look with our IT team, okay, to the challenges that you are facing and recommend what you can do. In any case, we have a cloud environment. Okay. If you don't want to upgrade your Windows right now, okay, we can check with, we can put this on a cloud environment, okay, to test if this is what SAP is recommending is correct or not.
Okay.
Okay. So
thank you, Tony.
Before doing anything, okay, just make sure that even the upgrade to MS Windows or upgrade your MS Windows, okay, will be correct or not.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So you will send your email after the webinar?
I will write it down now in the chat box. Okay, for everyone if they want to see any more detail.
Okay, thank you, Tony.
This is my email. So if anyone wants to send me any clarification regarding this one, okay. Sorry, Ahmad and Vikas, you were asking, is it available in SQL? Which version? What do you do? Just saw your messages. And Ahmad, is this available for cloud user? So which option we are talking about? Are we talking about this embedded incident report, or we are talking about the analytical portal? The remote support, yes. The remote support is available for cloud user, no, because the remote support platform is usually supported by your cloud operator. Okay. Email alert. Which email alert? Because I didn't get the email alert that you want. It didn't talk. Are you talking about this analytical portal? So, just waiting for Vikas. Anyone has another question? You can just unmute yourself, guys. Okay, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and let me any questions that you want. Just like what Muhammad. Query email alert is already available in SAP Vikas from day one, so you can do the email alert whenever you want. Yeah, it's available in SQL. And if you need any assistance, just text me or talk to your to the project management or consultant responsible for you, and he will help you in this. Okay. Ahmed, I will double check for the remote support platform, but I think it is managed by your by the cloud operator. If it is, if you have a cloud users, because all these kind of stuff are already done by the cloud administrator, and you don't have to worry about this stuff because they will take care of everything for the consistency of the database, everything related to this should be with your cloud operator. You shouldn't, and that's why you are going into cloud, so you don't worry about these options. So, any other question? I'll just wait for 1 minute. Okay, and then we can conclude the meeting. I have a question.
Tony, one more question, please.
Yeah.
Does this movie will send it to us via email after the session?
We will either post it in our website. Okay. We'll post it on our website, or we will send it by email. We will see. Okay, but we will send everything to you guys later on. To even this presentation will be sent to you. Okay, so you can check it.
Thank you.
So Muhammad is as well. Have a 9.3. After that, we have face printing document layout. Yeah, you might face some small stuff, especially in the Muhammad. I think in the outgoing payment. Sorry about the noise. So you might be facing in 9.3, especially because they have added the new fields in the document draft. They have changed the way that you are checking the document draft. So so if there is some links with the document draft in your report, it will have an impact. Plus, you will have as well some impact in the outgoing payment, because I'm telling you that the challenges I faced before with my customer when we upgrade them to 9.3. So you might need to do some changes. We are still in 9.3. Look, for any upgrade, Joseph, for any upgrade, it should be tested before. You might face some challenges, yes. Okay, because upgrading from 9.1 to 9.3, you might face some challenges. So you have to first test the upgrade, test it with your users. This is what we recommend. Okay, before planning any upgrade to a final upgrade. So don't upgrade directly. Ask your consultant, especially if you have some add-ons or some configuration to be done. So plan, for example, 1, 2 days, 3 days testing with the key users that you have. Okay, to test the report, especially you don't want to stop the business. So plan it over a weekend on the test data environment, or during the normal on the test environment. And once it is done, okay, and all the user tested all their option, not stop the operation, so you can directly upgrade to 9.3. Sandy, unfortunately, yes, it's finished. The session started at 11. Actually, it was 12 Dubai time, so it's 11 Beirut and Kuwait and KSA time. Muhammad, if you want, just email me, because we are not doing now support. Okay, right now, just let me know what are the difficulties that you are facing, and we will check it together later on. Sandy, yes, I will send this record. We are recording the session, so we will send it by email or we will post it on our website, and later on we will have it distributed for everyone. And in addition, we will have another option will be we have another webinar, okay, for other stuff that we are putting. As I told you, we will plan another webinar whenever we have a clearance from SAP for 10.0, and we will have another as well session for BOYOM usability package. If you have it, benefit as well from the session to see all the available options. If you don't have it, okay, it's good to attend this session to see the benefit of having BOYOM's usability package. Okay, guys, just want to thank you for attending the presentation. And if you need any question, as I told you, you can email Procons, support Procons, your sales team, your project team, anyone. Okay, and if you need any help from my side, just email me. You have my email here in the chat box. Okay, and I will be glad to answer all your emails. Thank you, and have a good day.